Hello, this is Dr. Michael Lee from Mobility Plus. Today, I want to use this video to showcase what you need to look for in a pair of running shoes. I got asked these questions a lot, so I thought this video will help a lot of you guys. So before even you put your feet inside your shoes, inside a pair of shoes you want to get, just take the insole out. And you want to make sure the insole can actually capture your whole foot. Most of the time, you'll be surprised to find out when you put your foot on the insole with your toes spread out, that insole won't actually capture your whole foot. Then off the bat, that should tell you that the shoes is too narrow for you. So take the insole out, put your foot on top of the insole, spread your toes out. If that does not capture your whole foot, that shoe is too narrow for you. So things number one. And number two, two simple things you can look for in a pair of shoes, especially nowadays, because I hate to say this, I may probably get a hate email from a lot of big shoes company, but the manufacturer is just not as good as before. So we're looking at a pair of Brooks right now. So first thing I always tell all my patients to look for is the height of the heel of the shoes. So now I'm going to do some measurement for you. So this pair of shoes is about only 3 months old. Now, so the worn out does not factor in this case. And I didn't run that much on this. So I want you to appreciate how the heel height on one shoes is actually shorter. So this one is about just less than 5 centimeters. The other one, it's just about more than 5. So this is manufacturer fault. The fact that this is building basically higher than the other side already. That's not a good pair of shoes. Part one. Part two, if we just look at it from the side to side, you want to make sure the heel cup or the heel part is actually level. In this period, they're relatively level. That's not bad. Then the third part you want to see is you want to do a finger test. So when you push it down on the shoes directly, you see a rocking of the shoes. And then you want to compare both shoes rocking equally. So far, this one's not bad. They're rocking back and forth that way. So now, once you look at just the build of the shoes, this falling two test is we want to see how stiff or what's the structure integrity of the shoes. So every time for most folks, I always suggest you just need to get a pair of neutral shoes. Most folks will get like motion control shoes and whatnot. I think that's just too much correction than what most folks need anyway. So this is a pair of neutral shoes. Now, when you do what I call a twisting test, as you're trying to twist the bottom of the shoes up, you will see it here. You shouldn't really be able to twist that. I know, folks out there, those like minimal shoes or, or Nike Frees or whatnot, then that's a whole other ball game. But just if you're gonna be, runners or you're just going into running, then I would say find a pair of shoes that is basically structurally, good. And how can you tell? That's why you do this twisting test. And if your shoes can be twisted to the point that you can see the bottom of the shoes, that is way too quote-unquote flexible for you. Especially again, some beginner runners, you're just getting to run on the road, you want the shoes to be a little bit more integrity in there. So that's part, that's his part. The other part I say is the bending test. So when you force together like this, you want the shoes to bend where your big toes bend. So because of the camera angle, so I'm just going to show you this way. So when you bend this, the bending part should be bending at where your big toes bend. So if it doesn't, then, and you will see some, again, those shoes I mentioned earlier, Nike Free or whatnot, you will see the shoes basically can be crumbled altogether. Again, there's a lot of school of thought on that. That's probably another video just on that topic. Again, if you're just a beginning runners, or you find out, hey, I'm going to run on the road a lot, or marathon runners, just find a shoes that just bend at where the big toe bend. That way, that shoes can really give you the support that you need when you run. And of course, always compare side to side. You'll be surprised. One shoes, you can bend at the toe, the other shoes may be able to crumble all of them together. So always check the side-to-side difference. So I think this is a good start. So if you find this useful, save this video. Next time when you go buy a pair of shoes, just run through all those tests for yourself so you make sure you get a pair of good shoes. Because at the end of the day, for any of my runners, what's the equipment you need? Your pair of shoes. So you want to make sure you get the equipment right. So that's it for today. This is Dr. Michael Lee from Mobility Plus. I'm going to help you to move better, to feel better.